Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Word. In this module, I want to talk to you about how you can change the default settings for paragraph spacings and font styles. So first of all, I'm going to type an address out to show you what the default spacing is for paragraphs when you first buy Microsoft Word. So if I type an address, Mr. S. Saxton 123 Belden Lane, Whipsey, Bradford. That'll do. So that's an address. I've typed it out. Now if I highlight this, this is the selection area, so when you click and highlight that, you can see if there's any spacings before or after the line that you select. So I'm just clicking on those, and then to check whether there are any spacings, you just go into the paragraph area, onto this little down arrow which gets you into paragraph settings, and then you can see that the line spacing is set to set to none, and there's no spacing before or after. Now what normally happens is when you first buy Microsoft Office, this is set to multiple, and that would be on 1.15, and you may well have spacing before or after. If I click OK to that, this is how you can tell. When you highlight a line, you can now see that there's a bit of a gap after there, and likewise when you do that. So to change it and then make it default, you need to be into this paragraph area, make sure that is on the one you want, which is that single, and then it's got no line spacing and there is nothing before or after, like that, and then you click on set as default, and thereafter this document, all documents, thereafter it will always be correct how you want it. Now if I leave this selected for a minute, the default font that I've changed is this one, but normally you get the font set at Calibra 11 point, and that's Calibra 11 point, and if I go into this, you see where it's done automatically, it's added that in, so that font has got that attached to it. Now I'm going to change it back to Tahoma, that one, Tahoma, and 12 point, easier to see. A lot of old people can't see that. Now it's purposely put that paragraph back to multiple, which I don't want it on, so I'm going to make sure I've sorted that out, and then OK. Now if I open another Word document, Control N, so I have changed the default so it doesn't come up with that Calibra. So to change the default, this is what you do. So it's on that's what I want, that's the size I want. You go into this box and you do exactly the same, set as default, but make sure before you do that that this isn't on bold or italic or anything, and it's the right size, right font, and none of these are ticked, otherwise you'll be setting that as default, and that's probably not what you want. You get a little preview there of what it's going to be. So you set that as default, so every new document, all new documents will have that on, and then we're ready to go. If I type some text, press enter, there's no line spaces between, they're just straight, it's straight type there. When I select it you can see that there's no gaps, and that's how you change the defaults for paragraph spacing and fonts. So hopefully that little video was of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.